Hello everyone and welcome once more to Pirates of the Red Isles 2024 edition. This is going to be a bit of a shorter session because we're dealing with the fallout of last session with the cracking of the rock, but should be just as entertaining as I am understanding the possible plans of the players today. But who are those players, you may ask? Below me here, first up, we have Saphyrus, played by GutiSerenade.
Oh no.
We have Saphyrus, played by GutiSerenade.
Am I not heard?
There you are. There you are. There you are.
There you go.
I don't know.
I made my little bird. I made my little bird noise.
Oh, I guess it just didn't show
Oh,
up.
that might have been just not picked
Yeah.
up due to Chris
Yeah.
and noise cancellation.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a bitch. I'll fix it.
That's all right. Next up here, we have the ship surgeon, Aesop, played by Chaotic.
As always, pleasure.
The first mate, Hana, played by Cygnus.
That's me.
We have the bosun, Nagaina, played by Farrowe.
Hello.
We have the ship wizard, Cleric, played by Ebby Inkstone, Delilah. We have the ship's sailing master at long last, Frieda, played by Solar.
Hello.
Last but certainly not least, we have our ship cabin girl, Ryuuko, played by Kai.
Hello.
And, of course, you have my benevolent DMing arm of the evening. But last time on Pirates of the Red Isles, the rock was cracked. The stealth party took the fort. The diplomatic party distracted for long enough. They put on airs. And now those airs have taken the wind out of Tidewater Rock's sails. But what could our pirate crew have in store for these unfortunate individuals? Why don't we join in and find out? So I slide y'all over here. And change the music to... just a little.
It's a bit menacing.
Let's do this one. This one might be a bit better. Let's see. Got a couple in here that I've added. Let's do this one. Just to see what happens. One second. If it'll start playing.
It did, it's just really quiet at the start.
There
There we go, I hear it.
Okay.
I've heard this one somewhere before.
You have.
It's been used for like assorted dungeon crawls.
Yeah. Just little.
I feel like I've heard it somewhere else too. I don't know.
Which one is a blind guy?
The blind one
Oh,
is
there
the
we go.
one with the
Yeah, I
eye
see it.
mark. Yeah.
You should dispel that. Give them insight.
Yep. That is a dispellable spell.
Wait until he's showing remorse.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's been crying in a room.
I have not seen it. Therefore, it hasn't
It's happening
happened.
in front of you right now. He's bawling.
Don't you see the tears flowing down from the eyes and the icon?
Nah, that's just blood.
Yeah.
Poor sad man.
To be the bad man.
Alignment
To be
check.
the sad man.
Alignment check. Got
To-
it.
To be a Shatman.
To be a shad man. Oh no, not that kind.
Don't do
Oh
that.
no,
You'll go
no.
to jail.
Oh god. Anyway. So you have gathered the assorted, captured tower guards, along with the guard captain and the lady of the rock herself. The rest of the dwellers, Marta Siggs down here, Clue, and then the blind man and two older-looking individuals have also been captured and apprehended and have been brought forth. All that are conscious are generally not in very good spirits. Let's see. Go ahead and get a couple of them conscious again here.
Let me see.
These two old folk, are they like just like old people, or do they have any like weapons, magic,
They
or anything?
so would you like to detect magic on them?
I do have that, yes.
Okay.
I'd probably have that online as well.
All right.
By the way, why does Ryuuko and Frieda have grenades on them?
Because we're deaf.
We're deaf.
Yes.
We're deaf.
Yes. They are.
What'd you
we're
say?
Right.
We're gonna be deaf for another hour.
Yeah. There's one more hour on that deafness there, but
Which is why I'm just gonna let this happen with... I'm just gonna let you guys handle this, because I cannot hear.
Hey,
Yeah.
Frieda, we should go over there. What do you think's going on?
So, I was trying to find it, can't seem to, but I'm going to assume I get my full pouch back from the goblin.
Your
assuming
bird's dead.
assuming so, yes.
For some reason, I could have sworn I wrote it down on my sheet here that I had, what I had specifically handed off, but I can't seem to find it, so I ain't gonna worry about it too much.
No, it was just the pouch.
It was the pouch with a fuse grenade, I think.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. Good deal. All right. So, Saphyrus and Delilah, with your detect magic, you will detect that these two older individuals have no magical signatures coming off of them. Clue just generally does. It's a faint one, but it's there. And the guard captain and the lady of the rock herself have magical signatures coming off of them. It doesn't seem to be coming from anything in particular, but just...
They probably have buffs on them.
I'm understanding that we pretty much like defeated the ones we defeated. They're unconscious. We dragged them out, and we dragged out the other ones as a hostage, you could say.
Yep.
They're all tied up.
Like
They're all tied up.
prisoners. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. Is this one actually crying?
No, he is just blind. He's just still blind.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's this campaign, of course. We are fucking.
God.
Oh dear.
Oh my. All right. Well, the floor is yours. What are you thinking of starting off with here?
How long has it been
Ferris.
since we dragged them out?
It has been roughly, let's say maybe 20, maybe 30 minutes.
Okay.
Saphyrus is. By the time he steps up, he's taking his while the crew gets everybody's running around him. As he's coming up to where he's now currently standing, he was taking a nice stroll up the beach, admiring the walls, the buildings, and everything. Positively splendid. Well fought, but I suppose we did better. This is the part where we accept your complete and unconditional surrender. And before you allow something as misplaced as pride to take hold, I have something to ask. I have something I shouldn't let you. There's something you should know. This, he says as he kind of wheels his hands around the side of his head, to his sides. This could have gone much differently. Answer me a question if you would. The archipelago, just north of here. There's a small village at the far east of it. Do you know the name of it by chance?
And you are asking the Lady of the Rock, then?
Well, since I can see that these two are conscious again, it's kind of directed towards either of them.
Okay. So the Lady of the Rock will respond with, "There are many villages across the archipelagos, across all of the isles. You cannot expect me to know each and every one. But enlighten me. Let's see where this story goes."
All dead. A standing ruin, burnt to ash and sand, dealt a devastating blow by Harrigan. If I were he who conducted this raid, you all would have shared that. But fortunately for you, I am no Harrigan.
So, an interesting choice of words. Go ahead and roll me sense motive, Saphyrus.
Okay. $16.
16. So, with the mentioning of Harrigan, let me see here. Give me a second. I do have something specific here. Let's see. Da-da. Let's see. Da-da-da. Ah, okay. Okay. So, at the mention of Barnabas Harrigan, you with that 16 will notice like a slight twitch in her brow. So that barbarian is back, is he? I suppose it was wishful thinking that he simply died at sea. How do you know that name?
Standing. Sorry.
You're breaking up a little bit there, Goody.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry.
cutting
Yeah.
in and out.
You're cutting out.
Goody, make sure that your voice settings on Discord aren't set to adjust your gain, your noise gate automatically.
What
I think
input?
you still broke off very badly at the end there.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. Let me...
I believe you were getting ready to just say, I'm sorry that I was about to say something. All I was going to add was that shows how little information they're getting here. So that's
Yeah,
all.
no kidding.
Hmm. So,
All I was going to add.
noise gate should be settings, voice and video, and then input
Is
sensitivity.
asking, yeah.
Hmm.
Deselected. You do not want it adjusting automatically. And then you want to set it to, like, let's say, like, negative 75 decibels. Something like that.
How's
Speak
this?
a few times
Perfect.
and just
Better.
see
Perfect.
where, like,
That's
Yes.
better.
it's
Much
Yes.
better. Yeah, there you
That
go.
might be
I
why
had
you
it.
put
I had it
out
going
a
the other.
lot.
I had it going the other way.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, you
Yes,
don't
it's
want
That might
that.
be
sounding
why
much
you cut
better.
in and out a lot.
All
Yeah,
right.
you want to turn that way down.
Yeah.
All right. Got it. Got it.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. So,
To that, he will say like he says like, how do you know that name? Like,
hmm.
standing before you are people, are those who were once forced into his service, but no more.
I don't suppose you took his head yet.
Not yet. Give it time.
Keyword yet. I like that. Well, in that case, then what should we call you? You're not a face that I recognize.
Unlikely so. Well, I am Captain Stormtamer. And among my crew here, well, a locale like this seemed ripe for the taking. And yet to do so without taking a single life, wouldn't that make for just a brilliant story to spread across the Isles?
Quite the tale.
And it can stay that way, too. So long as we come to an understanding of the Serpent Prince who now has a place to call a throne.
So you would claim Tidewater Rock as your own, then? An interesting choice. It gives you a... Windward Isle gives you a secluded area to stage your campaigns, as well as a fort to keep your misbegotten goods. So I suppose we should just skip across all of the formalities of this. I know how my late husband used to do things. So what is it that you want? What would buy our freedom, our lives, then?
and out of character, we essentially were agreed on surrender for the most part, right? Because we didn't really sort this part.
Surrender, they have to promise they'll never raise their hands against us again, and I assume silence. You know, they just go off and quietly live their lives somewhere else and don't join the Viren Navy, etc., etc.
Agreed.
I mean, we didn't we didn't kill any of them, so I think doing that now would be, you know, a bit much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
As long
as
as
we
they
said.
agree to terms.
Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. Just as long as they agree to the terms. If not, they're probably too much of a threat to keep alive.
I assume we're gonna put them in a rowboat off at sea somewhere.
Yep.
Or put them tied up on a boat, take them to the first spot, and say, good luck. Whichever way you guys prefer. Rowboat is probably more certain death, to be fair. So.
Well, my lady, I do believe that this is the best deal you're ever going to get. From a pirate, no less. All we need is your complete surrender, your silence as you're cast out to sea to live your lives wheresoever you desire. Never raise your hands to us. And I don't think there's much better to walk away with.
If I may I add that little offer of diplomacy?
What do you mean?
If I may, maybe like using one of my channel positives to heal the unconscious folk and the wounded folk as a kind of like good faith show.
I'd wait until they agreed. Or until she agrees, at least.
But it's a good thought, yeah. No,
I would say before, just
no,
because
I would not wait until they agree because we don't want to like be putting blind trust in them.
Fair.
So you don't know what those guys are going to do when they wake up if they don't know what the negotiations have been doing.
No, true. That's true.
Captain Stormtamer, if I'm... You must understand. We came here to live a quiet life at sea. My late husband cracked the rock himself from its previous owners years ago. And this was supposed to be a quiet, happy life for us. I can certainly see that that's not the case there. If I might make a request, then. Rather than send us off to sea, you will need men to station here. You will need those who know how to run things. On an island, it is very different than running things on a ship. You need to take care of farmland. You need to take care of livestock, forestry, maintaining your structures, making homes for people, taking care of the sick, the elderly. It is very different than living out at sea. And I would propose that we serve here on Tidewater Rock in your name. And she will lean forward slightly. the Sig's family are older. They are not capable of living out at sea. They have been like family to all of us, and I would not see them meet an untimely demise at sea. There are Sahagin, there are other pirates, there are sea creatures, the likes of which you have likely not even imagined. I would not cast them to that fate.
Flashbacks to a massive black dragon.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then there is the consort.
Yeah. And I encourage everyone else to maybe do this as well, I'm going to sense motive.
I can't. I'm deaf.
I know you. I
Fair
know
enough.
the deaf people can't, but still.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Sweats
Also,
and
for
no
those of
points
you
in
who
sense
are-
motive.
What'd she say?
Also for those of you who forgot, you are now, those of you who are not deaf are now aware that I have now revealed the destroyed village that we passed by, just because it's been a while.
Yep.
I do remember it, yes.
I'm
It
gonna-
has
I'm
been a
gonna
while and I
jump
don't
in.
remember. I'm sorry.
Mm.
That's
Can
what
I
did.
jump in the sense motive?
Yeah, Delilah,
Yeah,
go right
he
ahead.
suggested, please go ahead.
All right.
Pretty
I
full.
was going to, but Nagaina does not have a good one, so.
That's okay. That's okay. With her mentioning that, you, those of you, Hana and Nagaina, you look over to, who you presume she's referring to, these two older individuals.
Mm-hmm.
They do not look like they have their sea legs. They would...
They're venerable elderly.
Venerable
basically.
elderly, yes. Yes.
Man, those people over there look old.
Saphyrus,
Nagaina.
What?
Saphyrus, Aesop, Delilah. You know that, as far as you can tell, she is speaking the truth. Delilah, in particular, you can tell that her tone, her manner of speaking, her word choice are as truthful as you've ever seen someone be. Old people are real.
I mean, if you're old in a world like this,
Yes.
that's something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll actually share their picture with you real quick here. 1 second.
I recognize who they are.
You recognize who they are? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in their 70s.
Sean Connery.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a couple of old folks.
Well, about the only thing I could say is that despite how truthful she may be, that doesn't mean there isn't gonna be resentment from having been so thoroughly handed your ass. That,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, no. I'm definitely not of the opinion of letting them have this unsupervised.
Yeah.
I think that's the first.
We-
just to
there-
make sure they don't mute. I mean, I can't hear.
There's also always a possibility that is there something she could do to prove to us that she means what she means, right?
I
Like,
was thinking the same
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested in asking that.
I will though like pat Saphyrus on the shoulder and nod, like fairly certain that they're being honest.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Well, some word games may be in order here.
Mhm.
I do have a spell
Mhm.
if you want to make more zone of truth.
Yeah.
For negotiations, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it prepared, Delilah?
It is not.
Ah, fair enough.
But I mean, wait a day.
So,
This seems to be going on now for now, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. You've all been put through one hell of an evening, and we claimed this place within an hour's time. Now, I suppose with that being said, I do understand such a plight. However, what can you do to prove to me that you won't try and come at my officers' throats in the night? How can you prove that loyalty?
Well, I suppose while there is no surefire way that you have my word, that you have my loyalty, I will give you my word as widow of Free Captain Ironbert Smithy and former wife of the head of Arkstone Trading Company.
Oh.
Can I sense
Eyebrows
that?
pop. Eyebrows pop up.
Yeah.
Sensing that motive,
Oh.
Delilah. Yat, damn. All right. So, natural 20, Delilah. Very truthful on this. She is giving her word as the widow of Ironbert Smithy. And as the former wife of the head of Arkstone Trading Company, which, Delilah, you will know, is the woman who commissioned you to do this job in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Alarm bells.
The
Well,
current wife of the.
no, not the
daughter,
current wife.
right?
The daughter, yeah, daughter.
Oh.
Looks like we've been caught up in more bureaucratic games.
I don't care. I'm a pirate. I was gonna come. We were gonna come here anyway.
Yeah.
We were.
What did you say, Frieda?
I mean, what?
Yeah.
What did he say? What's he saying?
He's stealing chocolates.
What?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? I hate chocolate.
Oh my god.
Jesus,
So-
you sound like the geriatrics I have to deal with at the library.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm so
Goodness.
sorry.
Goodness.
Christ.
I'm gonna like tap against Saphyrus. I know that there is really no other means to make sure they're telling the truth, but I can assure you, Captain, as a good judge of character, she's being very honest with this. With her statement.
Wooten, would you let me roll knowledge local to see if that lines up with what I know about Arkstone?
Go right ahead. Anyone else who has knowledge local as well?
And I'm sorry. I am a bit like remembering Delilah. I wouldn't. The job, you meaning the one I set myself out to?
No.
To do?
So, do you remember that you were negotiating with a certain Priscilla Arkstone back in
Absolutely
Lillywhite?
has to. That's definitely her daughter.
Oh.
It would come down to how old she is as well if we really wanted to work that, but she's definitely older, so you know. But like Saphyrus had said, we were planning on coming here anyway. Everything with Priscilla was icing on top. So.
We were planning on coming here anyway. This way, we just get money.
Exactly.
Sorry. I was just like, oh, I wait. It's like, wait,
Just
no.
confused. It's all.
Yeah. It makes my duties.
Hmm. All right. So Hana, 31. Nagaina, 23. So, there's not too much information on like the inner workings of the Arkstone family, but all things considered, let me see here. All things considered, Hana, you will know that that Arkstone Trading, the head of Arkstone Trading, did have a wife who disappeared under mysterious circumstances one day. And Nagaina will know that Arkstone, in the last 50 years or so, has brought itself essentially to the forefront of maritime trade because of their ability to navigate the Isles, just generally.
Forgot I was muted.
Hee-hoo.
Thank you, Wuten.
Yep. No problem.
To speaking to Agatha, Madam, does the name Priscilla Arkstone mean anything to you?
The second you mention that name, you see like this brief flash of her eye. So that's how it is.
I'm afraid so.
How much were you offered?
The island and the material needed to get ourselves set up here is the beginning of a full-time operation.
I suppose times are changing if they're consorting with pirates to do their dirty work. Well, seeing as this is a very different situation than what I was expecting, what say you to this, Captain Stormtamer? Priscilla is my daughter. And she has taken none too kindly to me since leaving her father. What I would propose to you is that you leave members of your crew here to ensure my compliance. And we play her game. Let's see what it is she has in her little mind of hers. She has been trying to establish a foothold of her own in the Isles for decades at this point.
Somebody who possibly knows her daughter better than we do could be an advantage. Just to point out a positive.
Yep,
It
and someone
would
who now
certainly be-
owes us.
Yeah. If we could ensure her loyalty, that would be an extremely good card in our hat.
If there's no better way of that than revenge. If perhaps there's some sort of not so good blood between the two, if she feels some kind of need to one up her daughter, well, if she sees us as tools towards that end, people don't treat their tools badly. I don't know. I'm just kind of musing more than anything else.
Don't worry.
I'd be interested in why she left before we pursue this any further, though. Just as a point.
Could always
Agreed.
ask.
Just ask, like, I know she said she left her father and, like, her daughter's angry at her because of that. But why?
We know she married Smithy for whatever reason, so,
Yeah, but is that
Well,
more
for
to
being
it,
own
maybe?
flesh and blood, for being your own flesh and blood, you seem to be at each other's throats over this. To what ends would, to what terms did those, did you end in your most recent notes? If we're going to be if we're going to be talking the trades, I think we have a right to know since we're caught in the whirlpool.
The continued honesty is certainly a show of the truth of your statements of loyalty.
A small nod in agreement.
Give me a second. Saphyrus, go ahead and roll me a bluff check real quick.
Bluff check.
Bluff check real quick. I'm just wanting to see if she picks up on something specific.
Okay. Any day now. Roll 20. Any day now.
Woo! Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, you weren't really bluffing anything.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
kind
It's
of feels like it
okay.
makes sense.
This is basically just to see if she picks up on this, which she will, actually. This makes a lot of sense. You don't speak like a lot of pirates I've come across in the Isles.
I'm sure I don't. Rather advantageous for someone like me, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
From whence I hail, plenty of knights carry this misplaced thing called pride, and plenty of them carry it to their early, pathetic graves. And then I think, where does that leave someone like me?
So nobility yourself, then. I'll pose the question back to you, then. Why did you leave your former life and join piracy?
Well, I see that if I answer that, rise.
Did you cut out there, or was
Yeah,
there
you
a
cut out.
pause in the middle?
Yeah, you cut out, and then like when it came back, it was like spliced audio.
If I answer that, will I see something? Will I see something parallel in your eyes as well?
Perhaps.
Because of how I truly value what I call freedom.
And at that she will smile.
Death and being left to die is no. Death and being left to die a waste is no freedom.
And she'll look up at you. You speak like he used to. My second husband, I mean. To answer your question,
The same.
To answer your question, though, love can make you do very interesting things.
She fell for the dashing pirate and was just
Yep.
like, I can't be without him.
Things were very different 50 years ago. And I will not be remembered for not following my heart.
Saphyrus is pondering over this exchange a moment. And let me ask this out of character to fellow players. Did we ever tell Priscilla that we were going to kill everybody
No.
and
No.
kill the lady of the house?
We
just
said we would crack
take
the rock.
island.
We
'Cause-
did not say how we would crack the rock.
Mm-hmm.
I
She
did.
recommended. In fact, she recommended that
Just
you
look-
negotiate a marriage.
Oh, she did. She did bring that up in the first. She did.
She
Bring
brought
that
it up as a
an
possible option, yeah.
She was
Yeah.
but she was
Yes.
implying it would be like you marry her and then you kill her.
Did she?
Probably.
Well,
I don't think she said that. I think she just
Yeah.
brought it up as an option for no bloodshed.
Mm.
Yeah.
you guys discussed the bloodshed part, not her.
I mean, we didn't know what to
And the
expect
reason-
when we got there.
Oh yeah.
The
fair
reason
enough.
I even suggested as much is because since we didn't relay that to her, it's like, what if she thought she was dead and we just used Agatha as a pawn to be, a negotiator so we could get more dollars out of Priscilla, something else. I don't know. Problem is, she could probably scry and sneak around because she's been doing that this whole time, so probably not a good idea.
I mean,
If she thinks that we're hiding something from her, she wants to know, she will probably try, and we do not have powerful enough magic yet to stop that.
if
Yeah.
she were if this were that kind of campaign, I would wonder if Priscilla was trying to like have a mother and father again.
That'd be interesting. That'd be an interesting. Oof. Golly.
Well, gosh, golly darn.
Well, golly, Mister.
I've watched too much Hannibal. I keep
People
people trying to build families, whole
Uh-huh.
houses.
It's all good.
This isn't that campaign, I'm sure we're fine.
No, you're fine.
Is it?
You're fine.
No.
It's not.
I refuse to believe that it is, in fact.
Is it? No.
No.
All right. Let me throw my 2 cents in here. I think this boils down to who do we want to throw our lot in with? Do we want to go with the established person within Arkstone who has already offered us a deal and is probably using us for something, even if only to get her mother back or get back at her mother, as the case may be? Or do we turn the situation to our advantage and try to maneuver Agatha here into being our pawn within Arkstone, and potentially leveraging ourselves into higher standing within Arkstone?
I like the latter personally, myself out of character. I would prefer to have influence over money. But that's my out of character opinion, and I can't speak for Nagaina, who probably just sees gold and ooh shiny.
A wooga.
Yeah.
No, I hear you on both counts. I think this is a reasonable discussion to have out of character,
Yeah.
such that we can.
No, you're right.
I think here's what I think. We came here with the intent of creating a society, a little
Right.
nice little, our own little slice of Quent, our own little paradise. So I say we take that, and if they can continue to prove their loyalty, and I'm sure they have a much better understanding of the lay of the land of how how all the crops are going to work, and like in terms of what's good to grow where. Having them on as advisory means that they get to continue having their quiet life. They don't have to worry about all the horrors of everything else out at sea. And because they're gonna need much, if they're gonna need us as much as they're gonna, here's the thing, the story of our pirate crew cracking the rock is going to spread.
Yep.
Meaning it's going to get hella popular, hella quick. Which means that popularity is going to get a lot of eyes our way. Meaning
Okay.
that they already need us as much as we need them. But they just need us more at this point.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I will also add, they only have like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. They have less than 20 people here. That is not enough people to pilot a single ship in your fleet. They need the manpower.
Mhm.
And that is something that I will give you for free because you have been at sea for many a time, and throughout this process, you have a pretty good idea of how many people you need to run a ship, let alone an entire island, and maintain
Called a
it.
profession sailor check.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, alright, here's a thought. One of the things that we've been very good about doing from the very beginning of the campaign was saying, anyone who doesn't want to stay on board will take you to the nearest port. That
That's
might
true.
be a good way to weed out any
Resentment.
insurrectionists. Yeah, resentment.
Yeah.
So...
We
I
wake
think the
them up
only
and we
thing that-
do the normal thing of, we've taken your island, it's ours now. You have a choice to stay and serve, or to drop you at the nearest port. That is your choice.
Exactly. And I think, Goody, I'm entirely on board with your plan. I think it's a good one. I think we have all the resources and manpower we need to do this ourselves, but there is value in keeping these people around, especially with this newest revelation, which makes Agatha an asset to us in terms of not getting stabbed in the back elsewhere. The only thing I think we're missing is some sort of guarantee that they won't rise up against us. And I think the plan of letting people off if they want deals with the first level of that, but I think we need some kind of better leverage over her. Maybe...
I have an idea.
Go for it.
Too bad we can't cast Gaius.
But here's my here's my little proposal to you all as a party. And cringe and twist your faces as much as you want at this. You see those two elders over in the corner there being watched over by our partners? If a single thread of hair comes to harm to me or Hana or any of the officers or any of my crew, by any of these people who have fallen, one of them is going to get kicked off the highest tower aimed toward the ocean. But if they hit land, that's none of our problems.
Is this Saphyrus?
And it's not going to be both at once, mind you. We're going to flip a coin. And whoever is not going to get pushed off, they're going to be made to watch the entire fall.
No. Even better.
Oh dear.
Even better, Saphyrus. They have to be the one to push.
Oh, yeah.
As a neutral good, I'm obliged to offer an alternative.
Please do. Cygnus.
Which is a lesser version of that, but similar in feel. He was afraid of them being put out to sea. We don't kill them. We give them a boat, a little rowboat, a little bit of food, and we send them on their way. And, as you said, the other person has to be the one to cut the mooring rope.
The only
All right,
Saphyrus
Hana. Hands on hips. All right, Hana.
This has been suggested out of character, right?
Yeah, this is all out of character.
This is
at the
all
moment.
Yeah.
So,
The thing is that
Delilah wouldn't like it.
she wouldn't approve of that at all, because even setting them with a little bit of food is still killing them.
that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's not nice, but
and
honestly, in terms of everything, push everything that Saphyrus said. I'd make an alignment check on that. It's like
the thing is
but,
that at least for Delilah, these two old men are like, it's pushing it, just keeping them prisoners, and anything else with them, it would be overstepping a line.
Wait,
because
what's Delilah's alignment?
She is neutral good.
Same as
She was ruining my fun. I'm kidding.
The thing is that
Hana, so.
Yes, but there is a promise of purity, which is, and I, at least I would see it as allowing an act like that to be committed would be committing an evil act.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would be evil by proxy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd agree to that, but
I will bring up another counterpoint as well that is just separate from the is it even moral to do. The question of if we're saying we're working with her, but we're also threatening her in the background at the same time, how does that really make a person feel, you know?
I would.
If you don't extend that trust, then that trust can never truly be extended back. It's always one of those. It's showing you should always have a trump card. Now, I agree you should always have a trump card. I get that point. But at the same time, it's one of those, you can never truly trust someone if you know that they don't truly trust you.
Exactly.
And it's also, like, it also undermines the whole ethos that we've been going with as the Siren's crew, that we're wanting people to, we're wanting as much as possible to have our people under our banner be under it freely, basically, rather than under threat.
Exactly.
Which is why we are giving them the option to walk away if they want.
Yep.
That being said, there is no evil in pragmatism, and there's no evil in a probationary period to the contract.
I could suggest
I would
this.
in that case.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Everybody else.
If they prove themselves capable partners and don't stab us in the back at the first opportunity, then we can renegotiate. But as we need to cover our own asses first, it makes sense to have leverage.
I might suggest make it subtle. It could be one of those you look at her and you say, and should any of my crew come to harm, and just, you know, pass your eyes over and just say, I'm sure we can find a way to solve that. Just make it subtle, just like that look. Like,
Chaotic, you were right in my alley, my dude.
Hey-o! There it is.
If I may offer an even nicer alternative.
Try it.
Really?
Just say, if you try anything, we're going to kill Agatha and your husband. That's it. Because, think of it like this. Are we really the kind of pirates who say that, one moment.
We are the kind of pirates that say one moment, yes.
We're the pirates who don't do anything.
Sorry, one of my parents pushed open my door.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, did a cat knock over your microphone?
Yeah, and I just basically got food pressed into my hands. I'm very sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
Eat.
Good,
one
yes.
moment. Basically, what I was going to suggest is, are we the kind of pirates, and this is just me putting the thing out there, are we the kind of pirates that say, if you do something wrong, someone else, someone close to you who has done nothing wrong, is going to pay for your crimes? Are we those kind of pirates? If we
Probably
are,
just be the person who did the crime, to be fair.
Yeah, in that case, then just say, don't bring the elderly into it. Just say, Agatha, if you break our trust, we're going to kill you and your husband. That's it.
Well,
That's
her
all you
husband
need.
is already dead, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. I mean Smithy. I mean Smithy. That's what I mean.
Well,
He's
Smithy,
dead too.
Smithy is dead. Yes.
Oh, that
Yeah.
You mean the guy?
No. This guy's just the
You
guard
really-
captain. This guy's just the guard captain.
Right. Never
You
mind.
really, you really are deaf,
mistaken.
aren't you?
I'm mistaken.
I'm
yes.
also feeling we're in a position where, like, we're in a negotiation period of our pirating careers where we can start doing that.
Mhm. And again, I would like to point out, we have already been betrayed once in this arrangement by somebody not telling us the full bloody story of what was going on here.
Right.
All right.
Mhm.
So
Betrayal by omission. Right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well said.
She didn't lie to us.
She lied by omission. She didn't
Let me
tell
make
you
sure
anything
I'm
about.
understanding everything clearly. Did we actually get much of an explanation of what the situation is between Agatha and Priscilla, or no?
She hasn't
Certainly
told
not
us
from
that, no.
Priscilla.
Yeah, she hasn't
Wh-
told
who
you
said
all
what?
the details. She hasn't told you all the details, but you know that Priscilla is her daughter, and she did not approve of her mother leaving her father to go off to cavorting with pirates, basically.
So here's an idea then. Here's an idea. Instead of threatening simply to kill Agatha if she breaks our trust, what if instead we bring Agatha to Priscilla?
Those are future things to probably consider. So,
Yeah.
for now, probably the best thing is just to merely be like, and of course, a break of trust will be duly punished. That's it.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
pretty much leave it at that,
That's-
and then
That's what I
hand
would
out
do.
that option of you now have your choice. You may stay or you may go. Both of those together. It's one of those. If you stay, that means you understand the consequences of betrayal. If you leave, there's no hard feelings. Easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well
Well,
said.
I'd agree to that.
That's good.
in that case,
No, Ebby, no.
Sorry.
Oh no.
right. So, when we first started out on our own, my first mate here pats Hana on the shoulder. Would say to some of the crewmates whose freedom we purchased that you might free to sail with us. If you don't, you can be dropped at the nearest port. We will extend that offer to you, since you've been so forthright. Because looking among your numbers here, seems that there's a dire need for more to get this place up and running and turn it into something lovely. So, since you've been so forthright, I think we have some semblance of agreement for the time being. So long as you know that we're going to have a nice little trial period to see how all these things go. And if any harm comes to me or my officers or a single hair on any of my crew, well, despite how gentle I've been, I do have a very ravishing appetite for retribution should the need arise. And he says that with a bit of a he says that with a smile that conveys
like a toothy grin.
A shark's grin.
Yeah, the shark grin.
And then very, very briefly, his eyes do turn, probably only the people directly in front of him would see this, but his eyes just very briefly go dink, dink towards the elderly and back, just so there's no miss in understand. Like he's absolutely being honest with, let's give this a shot, but do not cross me.
Given how merciful you've been this afternoon, given the circumstances, I don't see why we can't see where things go. I will leave it up to those under my care to choose their own fate. But I believe it is the phrase that you cracked the rock, and so to the victor go the spoils. You'll have my service, and she will look to the one tied up next to her. And you shall have his, as his is mine. To the rest of those under me, it is their choice to make.
Sounds like the perfect time for Delilah to step forward and positive energy heal.
Yep. Then, as a show of good faith, Delilah, if you'd kindly.
Holy Nova!
I'm gonna not kindly. I should have my scythe back by now, I suppose.
Not kindly.
Hell, you say. Goodness.
It's not a weapon. Remember,
Uh,
I cannot even use it.
No, it's just that I said what I said was if you'd kindly. Delilah's like, I will not kindly.
I assume you'll drop the blindness on the other guy as well.
I'm gonna look at this guy, see how pathetic he looks, and it's like, well, okay, you think you learned your lesson by now? And restore his vision.
all right.
And just because I can, I'm gonna actually drop not one but two channel positive energies. Question: Healer's Blessing does not act on channel, right?
I don't believe so.
Is that a feat? Let me see.
Healer's Blessing, it's all of my
All of
cure
your-
spells are treated
it's-
empowered.
It specifically states cure spells.
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
cure spells.
okay. Is there anyone in here that was like dying or on the
Everyone
verge
was
of-
unconscious. Everyone was unconscious. So,
Okay.
You played nice.
yes, you
You
played
played careful.
nice.
Yes.
I think it's probably one of the greatest shows of trust they could put in us. It's like we could have killed you and we didn't.
Yeah.
So both our
Yeah.
power and our
That's-
grace.
That's why I led with that.
Could have
Mhm.
used the Goblin Tactical Nuke.
Goblin tactical.
Just drop all the fuse bombs, every single one of them. Blow the whole island sky high.
Mm.
Which I'm still saying we can just catapult her into Harrigan's ship.
Jesus.
the-
Mhm. No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. It's
No, I wasn't
fine.
gonna say anything. Go ahead.
Hey, what?
Okay. There is always, of course, as you say, the nuclear option. We could, if the island is ever under threat, we now have an unlimited supply of these bombs. We could make like a dead man's switch. Underneath the castle.
Like the ultimate means of defense. If we lose the rock,
Exactly.
we're
Fucking denial.
Good
Denial,
fucking
sir.
god. Good god.
I mean,
Distributed denial of service. Oh god. All right.
Oh, that's
That
great.
is
All right. So Delilah, go ahead. Kukum. Roll your
Oh,
channel positive.
and it's 46. So first one and second one.
All right. That brings them all except for the two leaders up to full hit points. Everyone is now conscious.
I mean, I do have some thing. Just while I'm casting Cure Wounds, I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on her to soothe her a little bit.
All right. So that is going to be... What was it? It was Calm Emotions?
Yes.
Well, just going to instinctively going to will save against that.
Are you rejecting my kindness?
Well, just
Weird mind
instinctively.
stuff.
Yeah, just instinctively. Yeah. So
She doesn't know what you're casting on her.
yeah.
It's also a concentration duration. So.
Mm.
Just to try to soothe her a little bit,
Mhm.
not to persuade her of anything.
Mhm. So you did 30. So 33 total to everyone in a 30-foot radius.
Yes.
If anybody was not at
I
full,
was.
they're probably they're now
Yeah.
hurt. They're now healed up.
Yep.
Yeah, I cure myself as well, right?
Yep. It cures you
Yes.
as well.
Get cured.
Yeah. I really needed it.
You're all right.
I'm sorry, Wuten, I cannot cure death yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
Soon. Well, actually,
Well, no, I have Breath of Life. No,
yeah, you've got Breath
Yeah, but
of
that's
Life.
like instantly after.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure your cure spell was also nice and soothing. So.
Mm.
Just. All right.
I mean, we can still bring her husband back. It just depends on what state she wants him in. You know.
Well.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I thought Canary was in the other campaign.
All we need. just think. You know, all a necromancer really wants to do is raise a family.
Yeah.
Wooten.
Anyway. So as they are slowly coming into consciousness, she will go ahead and address her, those who served under her. We have come to an agreement. If you choose to continue serving under me, you will be serving under Captain Stormtamer here. They have graciously offered that any of you who do not wish to may be dropped off at the nearest port. She will turn to Saphyrus briefly. I trust you mean Senghor and not Blood Cove, Captain.
Oh, we love it in Senghor.
Senghor it is.
We don't believe in slavery.
Mm-hmm. Glad to hear.
Well, Saphyrus did make a quip when Hana says that. He does give a serious not an agreement.
Yeah.
Given that, you are free to choose your own path. I will not choose it for you. Any who are not willing to serve under Captain Stormtamer may leave, and your service has been graciously appreciated over the years. And amongst the captured guards, captured hands will look between each other. And none will protest.
Oh.
Cool.
They served under Ironburt's smithy once, serving under another pirate, especially given the circumstances that they were left alive. Can't be that bad, right?
It's the best deal you're ever going to get.
Exactly. So, with that, is there any other roleplay that you guys wanted to do with Agatha and the captured folks as they start?
I hope everything went well with the negotiation.
We'll go
What did
ahead.
he say?
We'll go ahead and say that over the next couple of minutes, you guys are no longer deafened. You can finally start hearing again.
Oh my god. It's
I was
like
gonna s-
I'm just like trying to talk to Frieda. Do you think everything's going? Oh my fucking god, why am I shouting?
You've been shouting?
I think?
Yeah, I couldn't hear the fucking captain over you.
Sorry.
These whole negotiations this whole time, and there's just these two fuckers in the back screaming.
No, I imagine what was really happening is Frieda was just staring blankly at Ryuuko, trying to figure out what the fish is screaming.
Just the whole equation hangover meme.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
I was thinking after that was sorted, he's gonna come down to the girls down here, and then like probably try and like shape his mouth as best he can to say these words. Like, "Can you hear yet?"
Oh yeah, what's up?
Oh, there.
Oh, thank fucking God.
Since
No boom.
I'm going to put an arm on each of their shoulders and kind of lean in and say, since you were deaf, since you couldn't hear anything, there was something that I mentioned, and I think it's only fair that the two of you know now. Do you remember that stop we made? Where Harrigan was, where Harrigan's ship was posted for a while.
Eh? So messed up town?
Did Ryuuko know it was?
Yeah, I was there.
I just thought we kept it. I thought me and Hana kept it secret as well. That's why it was.
Yeah, they kept
I
it a
was-
secret from the crew, but...
I swear I heard about it.
I think, Saphyrus, you and I discussed it amongst ourselves. I don't think we shared it with anybody else, but if anybody else saw the island, then, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think I saw it. I swear I was there when you saw it.
Well, the easy answer is we all know now.
Yeah,
Even if-
basically,
Yeah.
basically, he's going to say, just regardless, he's going to just say like, just because we left it rather quickly in case it was never noticed or seen. It was completely ruined, and we didn't want to say anything before cracking the rock in case it harmed morale. So
I thought so. Frieda kind of says that, like, not really looking in your direction. She's just holding, looking down at the bird she's holding in her arms.
Yeah, I need to
I
fix
recognize
that
the
bird,
look in
huh?
your eyes.
he's looking at your bird. I'm sorry.
It is fine.
She kind of looks up at him sadly.
With powerful magic and a ritual, he is but a spirit that can be brought back to this world. However, it may have quite a material cost.
Well, I will spare no coin. I mean, I will sacrifice. Like, I will.
You're not getting shit. I will spare
Well,
no.
I was trying-
Good luck with that, Frieda. Walks away.
You know what I was trying to say, guys.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
been
yeah,
talking-
yeah.
Hey, shut the fuck up. I've been talking this whole fucking
You're
session
fine.
negotiating,
You're
okay?
fine. You're fine.
I know,
You're
I
fine.
know, you're fine.
You're fine. It's all good. Yeah,
No
spare no
expense.
expense.
Thank
Spare
you.
no expense.
That's the neat
Cygnus,
part.
being
You
the
don't-
only person out here, got my back. The rest of y'all go fuck yourselves.
Why would I
got
fuck
you.
myself when you're right
If it
there?
helps.
Rue, come here.
Oh dear.
We
Oh,
all knew what you
God.
meant.
We
You
did. We
don't.
just thought it was really funny.
Frieda, how do I pay for this? Spirit?
That's the neat part.
Get a job.
You don't. That's the,
A little bit of Ragnael came out there. He just
little
walks
bit.
down to the table, spare no coin, and stands up and walks away.
I suggest getting a job.
perhaps something in the service industry.
Oh my god!
Someone wants to work anymore.
No! Don't
Oh
do
God.
that.
Oh.
Ragnael, don't be a boomer.
I hate it here.
Ragnael, I paid off my student loans with a loan from my father.
Oh
my
God.
my
A small loan
I
of
will-
$1 million.
Small loan of $1 million.
Oh,
You
Thank you, Woo.
Fucking God.
He'll say you performed splendidly today. I will spend no expense to bring him back.
She will give you a sad smile in thanks.
Yes. Even though he can be brought back, the death of a spirit is... It is no small thing in my tribe. And I mourn him even so. And there is also the matter of what she will pay for it.
And she casts some very dark eyes towards Agatha.
Head pats. It's alright. We'll get you a new bird.
I don't want a new bird. I want this bird.
It'll be that bird again. The spirit's
Yeah.
still
Is
in
it?
the aether.
Is-
You can pull
I
it back.
I know, but even so, I like the thing I was trying to get
You'll
across
hear
is
your moon and stars.
the thing I was trying to get across is Frieda explained that she said, yeah, he can come back. However, the act of killing something the act of killing a spirit animal, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
it's not something that she can just let go.
That's fair. It's okay.
Oh yeah.
so what's the blood price?
Is Hana asking this?
Hana can be. I'll modulate my voice. So what's the blood price?
Okay. Assuming Agatha is not in hearing distance.
I put my hands over Agatha's ears.
Oh
Wait,
God.
deafen them! Throw another bomb!
Oh my god!
Did somebody say boom?
No!
Flashbang!
Little did you know.
I can cast deafness.
Little did you know, I was setting up dynamite all across the island in preparation, just in case.
God.
Ah, she's doing the dead man switch.
Why is there a bomb inside my butt? Oh god!
You can probably assume that she won't hear it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm
If,
going to
if
just
you
assume
are
that
like
we are,
muttering there, yeah.
Yeah, we are far. Well, yeah, I'll say even if we're not, she would probably go far
Yeah.
further away because
Yeah.
Let me
We'll say like these guys are just generally discussing amongst themselves. Crew's keeping an
Aesop
eye on them.
And Athena are going to be working their way through, assuming that we're cutting them free now? Or just checking them over, whichever one.
Might as well at least check them over. Ugh, excuse me.
I don't know. I'm asking the captains what they would have told me to do. He would have probably started walking forward and then looked at him and like, what do you want me to do, basically?
I mean, at this point, they're healed, they've been brought back from unconsciousness, we have a deal, and they've been stripped of their weapons. There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
They've been
Cut
given
them
their
loose.
orders to be free or whatever.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, Athena and Aesop are going through getting them all free, and Aesop is asking them if they're okay or if they need to be seen for anything and that sort of thing.
Right. Everyone seems generally okay.
Other than knocked over the head and a couple of bruises.
Exactly, yeah. Some of them you'll recognize are just, like, these ones with the little wavy one in particular had been affected by Nagaina's sleeping toxin.
Okay.
And so, otherwise, yeah, they are...
they're gonna be, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be
doing
fine.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Luckily, Agatha, who I assume you have come to some form of agreement with.
We have, yes.
Luckily, Agatha has not killed Wuten. He can be resummoned with time and magic and money. So this wrong can be put right. So I do not want her head or anything. Her hand will do.
What?
Oh.
Oh.
Are we all listening to this?
Everybody's
Or-
over there, yes.
Are you? If you want, you can roll a sense motive on that.
All right.
I was gonna say, does she want the hand or does she want the money to bring the bird back?
You ever heard of something called blood money?
Yep.
Good. Good. Don't.
I'll give this as it's not all that difficult to understand. Yes, she is asking for the actual hand. And she says it in a way that is so casual, like this was kind of a normal thing back where she was from.
Mm-hmm.
It's not crazy to her, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's completely normal. She asks it as if it was just the way things are.
that may... I think Hana at this point is too tired and too overworked to really beat around the bush on this one. I think that has the potential to jeopardize our arrangement here. Would you be amenable to an alternative payment plan? Perhaps assistance with the costs of bringing him back? Perhaps obliging her to be part of that ritual? Earning her hand through her work.
She seems to think about this.
Is this what you are asking of me?
I'm asking that you consider it.
Then that is what I shall consider.
Good
And
God,
she,
Aesop.
A drop of blood with interest for 30 years. Jesus.
We're bringing back a bird, not buying a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I was gonna say,
This is a bird, not a mortgage.
when did Frieda become an American university?
I know. I'm a crazy shaman woman. I'm not a loan shark. I'm not that evil.
Maybe that's where the term loan shark comes from in Algerian, because pirates are known for handing out these kinds of ridiculous loans to people who need them.
Oh yeah.
And they are,
feeding-
and they
and
are.
then feeding the sharks when they can't pay up.
Exactly.
I was gonna say that the loan sharks were like
God.
again or something like that.
Actual loan sharks.
Hops up on deck, holds out a
You are-
briefcase.
Whatever the hell you're indebted with, that loan shark instantly becomes double the size necessary.
Hear me out.
Oh
Hear me
my
out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Where sharks?
Where
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
And
mean,
were
we have-
sharks often serve sea hags, which are like the loans people of fucking D&D.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, it's all coming together.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
It's
Great,
all
we just
hate it.
created an encounter. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Brilliant. Love it. Cut, print, etc.
Excellent. So, yeah. Frieda, yeah, she just looks to Hana, and she, well, you know, you asked her to consider it, so she seems to have taken that on board.
Not because you are guilty of anything, Hana, but because you are asking it of me, and it is you who are asking it of me. Do you understand?
I do. And
Sorry.
no, you're fine. Apologize if there's background noise.
That's fine.
Good. If it will help, she deftly draws a dagger from her belt and holds it to her own palm.
You are.
Part,
Go on.
For my part in failing to keep him safe.
It does not take long for Frieda to reach up her hand and just like place it upon your hand with the dagger in it and push it away from your palm.
No. I will not have others pay for others' debts. Agatha committed the crime. She pays.
As long as you know I would.
I know. I somehow wish you wouldn't, but I thank you for the meaning of it.
She nods.
All right.
Well, they're going to be working for us for the rest of their lives, I'd say. Yeah.
Which looking, I was gonna say, looking at the elderly, yeah, not very long.
Yeah.
Oof.
I don't want to put 10 gold down on one of them not making it to the end of the campaign.
Oh no.
Only 10? Oh, where's my wallet?
Oh my god.
Frieda. Noirs be wildin'. Anyway, here down south.
Oh my god.
Noirs? What is Noirs?
Noirs be wildin' down here down south.
What is
Anyway.
Is
So.
Is it a thing?
Yes.
It's
a Morrowind thing.
It's a Morrowind
Oh, right.
thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Anything else then? No, I ain't got
Don't you fucking dare.
How the fuck are Noir gonna borrow a sweet roll?
Oh my god.
Anyway, with
Light
that in
light-
mind,
Light the fireworks, it's time to party.
yeah, light the fireworks. It's time to party. So, you have 1 month of roughly downtime here between now and the next session. We're going to get into character roleplays. We're going to get into all these other roleplay things here real quick. But you've cracked the rock. And so with that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and do a pee break real quick. And then we're going to get into the in-party, in-character, in-crew roleplays. And then we will go from there. So we will see all of you in just a little bit.
Jokes.
And we are back, and we've done a lot of discussing about what we're going to be doing next. So, we have a couple of things. Frieda is going to be putting together the ritual for bringing back Wuten, and figuring out the costs for that. Saphyrus, you were wanting...
No, you go on.
I was just going to say, Saphyrus, you were wanting to do like a brief tour of the tower itself, correct?
My things are wanting to do a tour, and when the time comes for Frieda to do her ritual, he will be glad to offer, if necessary, some of his arcanery. So.
Okay. Okay, excellent.
Woden's just as much a member of his crew.
Excellent.
And he is a summoner. So
Yeah, he
Is
is.
just as important as redacted.
Yes, just as important.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's all going to the tour?
I assume we're all going to tour the tower to some extent.
Yeah.
And find everybody's new quarters and figure out where the hell all these people are going, because they ain't going back in their original rooms, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well,
We'll
the
just get
barracks
bunk
might still be
beds.
perfectly fine, you know. It's honestly warm enough out here. They probably, some of them probably stay out in these towers or something.
He's not
These
been
outlying
here.
buildings.
He's just kind of wandering around.
Yeah.
Mosey.
All right. In that case, then, I do have a brief thing here. Let's see. Who's it gonna be?
Oh, shit.
Okay. I have something for later. Okay. Let's do... If I might, Saphyrus, before you go touring here, I do have something specific with Clue here.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. And actually, if you're going to be touring the tower itself, Agatha will go with you as well to inform you of the various things along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Frieda will also come along.
And
All right.
would my lovely bodyguard like to tackle?
Well, so real quick, Delilah, I'm going to be doing yours first. So, as the crew is starting to filter their way onto the island, the guards are sort of mingling with some of the crewmates, getting an understanding for what life is like serving under Saphyrus. This young boy will approach you, and he will...
Yeah, the one who didn't understand cognoscenti. Buy a dictionary.
Mhm.
Your first order.
Learn to read.
Learn to read. So, he will approach you.
Oh, howdy.
Oh, howdy. You seemed like
Everything
the
all right?
you seemed like the leans in nicer one of the two. So I wanted to come up to you and ask what's it like serving under Storm Tamer like that?
Oh. Well, you don't need to worry about that too much. Honestly, Captain Storm Tamer is... You might have met his more cunning or scary side at first, but rest assured he's a fine man. He's while you're under his protection, you won't need to worry about pretty much anything. As long as your superior or ex-superior officers are well behaved.
Mm.
But other than that, I'm gonna like pat him on the head.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to worry about a thing.
All right. Well.
Oh, are you? Is he like visibly injured or wounded?
Not since you did the channel energy. So he's like, at this moment, he is the picture of health, basically. And he is going to look around at like the ships that have moored themselves on the shoreline here. I've always wondered what it would be like to sail the seas like that.
Well, if that's what you wish, I'm pretty sure we have plenty of room on our ships for you.
Probably not. I'm the herder for Lady Smithy's goats, but man, I can only imagine what a life that would be like. Well, thanks for doing that weird magic-y thing you did that brought everyone back. That was cool.
Well, thank you. Our goal is not to, have you as prisoners. It is to actually work with you, and I apologize if the Minstituzo had to be the ones we used. But rest assured, we are good as friends now.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And he will hold out a hand to you. My name's Martus Siggs, and those two over there, as he'll sort of nod over with his head. Those are my grandparents. They're Albers and Bermney Siggs.
Oh, there. Well, nice to meet you, Madras. Name's Delilah, if you haven't heard it. And if you or they need anything or need to speak with someone, just approach me, and I can let the captain know about any of your concerns.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
I am very approachable.
I can see that. As he like looks up at you very clearly, because he's like, let's say maybe 5 foot even.
Oh,
He's shorter than Nagaina?
Shorter than Nagaina.
Delilah
Oh
is
my god.
Delilah is 6'1".
Do you all have a problem with people who are 5 foot even?
No, they're the cutest. Are you kidding me?
5
We
foot.
love them.
Aw,
He
thank
is
you.
in fact 5 foot nothing, cute as a button.
Oh.
Relatable content.
5 foot even and wearing a harness.
Exactly.
Relatable.
Relatable.
Right now.
Exactly.
So like this fellow's like on like neck height with me, kind of.
Quick question: how tall is Nagaina?
5'2".
Or
6'1".
6'1". He is eye level with your chest.
Oh.
Oh.
Like,
Also relatable
like
content.
if he was to walk forward, his face would just be like boom.
We're keeping him, right?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't
Yes,
decide to
we're keeping
leave,
him.
so
Yeah,
he's sticking around.
He's looking respectfully.
yeah. He is. He's looking up at you, respectfully.
He's looking exactly where he can, okay? It hurts our neck.
Yeah, it's true. Sabrina's told me as much.
dear.
Anyway.
I'm gonna like give him one more pat and make my way with Saphyrus to make an expedition to a new place.
All right. And so Martis is going to return to try and help the elderly in this transitionary process here.
Fears we were gonna kill his grandparents.
He was scared for a moment there. Excuse me. And then real quick, Saphyrus will brief here. Clue is going to approach you after everything is said and done. He's got he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder because of everything that happened, but otherwise seems, fairly docile at this point.
Amenable.
Yeah. And as he approaches, he's just going to be like, "Hey, I just wanted to say sorry about earlier. You understand how emotions can get out of control like that, right?"
Were our positions reversed, I would have more than likely done something similar.
Right.
But probably not quite as to a bit of a lesser effect. That was a very good cross. Fits right in with some of my men.
Thanks. Captain Ironbird's smithy, he rescued me from a... Let's just say what happened earlier was not the first time I've seen something like that happen. And the one who did it was evidently a lot more cruel than you turned out to be. So I'm grateful for that.
It's like I said, my friend Clue. Things could have... The very first thing I said when we all brought you to the beach, it could have gone much different.
And I'm glad it didn't.
We don't like to be like our former masters. Are you comfortable in that, by the by?
It fits. Mostly.
Well, let me tell you, as one who had to wear one myself every so often, don't feel obligated at this point. Let's just say.
Oh, well, I'll keep that in mind definitely. But
strips down there.
Strips down to his britches. Oh my god!
So freeing.
Oh, so free. Are you serious?
Yo?
Yo, Josuke!
Wisdom of 4, I see.
What was his wisdom? Give me a second. It's 8. It's fine.
Sure. Yeah.
He's alright. He's fine.
He's good.
We're fine.
But he'll cast a brief look at towards Lady Agatha, and he'll just be like, "Well, the lady oftentimes likes to keep up appearances, and it's part of the uniform, right?"
Sure, and I'm sure when we have guests, it'll be a welcome. It'll be something welcome. But yes, I didn't give you my word about before I sent you down to the brig, but I'd like to think I still kept it. Not a single death.
Well, I'm definitely glad for that. And then he will look among the gathered members of the Tidewater Rock group, and will just let out a small sigh. Well, I'm excited to see where things go from here. Definitely going to be nice to have more manpower.
Yeah. Speaking of power, hey Nagaina.
What?
You were a little busy. You were a little preoccupied with on the island earlier, but you should have seen the haymaker this man threw. Might be a good sparring partner for one of your sessions sometime, huh?
Nagaina turns around and just approaches, drawn by the sound of the word haymaker.
Drawn by the scent of the word haymaker.
Oh my god. More like Haymarket.
Woo!
Woo! And as she's walking towards them, she does size up this fellow in the suit.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, she seems kind of doubtful. She's like, you can see on her face, she's like, there's no way this Stephen Fry-looking motherfucker could do a haymaker.
Excuse me? Anyway.
How dare. That is my son.
Did you know?
Yeah. As he sort of sizes, you notice. I won't even need you to roll sense motive for this. You know he's sizing you up just as much as you are him.
And he's how tall?
He is 5'8".
Alrighty. So she is looking up at him a bit.
Just a bit.
But she's not like face in titty height.
No, not quite.
No.
Not quite.
Probably just about his chin.
Yeah, right about.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she's what? I love that he sounds nervous because he's like, yeah, I did.
I did.
He's a battle butler.
Trying to recreate the battle butlers from further to the east.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
What's your
Now I wanna
casting score,
hear-
boy?
Now I want to hear more about this. And she looks over it. She looks even further up at Saphyrus. And so what's the story on this haymaker then?
Well, emotions ran high, boiled over at our little raid, and threw one right in the chest. And I think that at some point down the line, when we're all good and settled and friendly, and perhaps as recompense, you could show him a thing of three of your own,
You bet your arse I will. And she does like throw her fist into her palm. Very excited. There's a part of her that's like, she's looking Saphyrus up and down and she's thinking to herself, if this guy, if Saphyrus is still standing, this guy, I have doubts about this guy. I want to see what he's made of.
Goodness.
Saphyrus, if my captain's scrawny ass is still up and kicking, press X to doubt.
Well, if I'm looking at the numbers correctly, Saphyrus, you have more hit points than Nagaina. So, you know what?
Yeah, no, I know. It's just...
Yeah.
I've had a few weird rolls.
Yeah. That's
I
all
also
right.
rolled rogues for a couple of levels too.
Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah.
He will, just sort of like... it's like a... Just a nervous twinge up his back, up his spine, as he realizes, did this captain just sign my death warrant?
That's not
Hey,
in
man.
character. That's just me.
His signature, it's his signature, and it's the bruise on my chest, or on my tum tums, whichever comes first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I look forward to testing you on that.
All I have to say is it's wondrous that Saphyrus even still has pelvis. Okay?
Just
You
permanent
get an
bruising down
X-ray.
there.
You just get an X-ray, and it's just like dust below the
Look.
waist.
Listen here.
How are you walking?
Listen here, you. When we got our automatic bonus progression and our
Mhm.
physical stat, I
Mhm.
could have min-maxed and put it in dexterity.
Mhm.
However, it's more in character for the growth on the ship life, wink, to put it in strength.
Hey, there you
I was
go.
gonna say Constitution though.
I already had
Nah.
good con.
Yeah, he's got good con already.
Fair enough. Good
Yeah,
God.
he's good. But yeah, so he's just.
Yeah, so Nagaina smirks up at him, and she's got like her fist in her palm. So then she folds her arms and she looks up at him and she says, "Well, I suspect our captain is going to end up having some kind of celebration when the dust settles here. When that happens, I'll be looking forward to seeing that haymaker of yours."
Okay.
And that smirk splits into a grin.
Very, very nervous grin back. It looks like he's never had This is very unfamiliar territory for him. He looks like he's never had a fight in his life. It was more like that moment on the ship was like a spur of the moment flush of emotions suddenly just funneled into his singular fist.
Well, he's under Captain Stormtamer now, and she's the bosun.
Uh-huh.
She's basically HR.
Yep. Well,
oh no! Why did we give her the HR position?
Well, that's great. As he is just like sort of like snapping his fingers nervously.
I've got a few new crew bonding activities in mind.
Oh, great. Looks at Saphyrus nervously, steps back a couple of steps back towards the group. I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
As he's just like making his way back. All right. And so, with that, I believe there is another one for Aesop. You were scouting along the
It's meant to be something that will happen during the month. Most likely now I'm going to be joining Saphyrus in searching out the towers, and he's looking for a good place to make a little alchemy cove for himself, and then Athena and anybody else who wants to join him in that and all that. That is at some point during the month, and with anybody that wants to, and if nobody wanted to, if Wuten wanted Sandra to. Otherwise, that's just what he does. So,
okay.
Frieda would also like to explore to find a good spot for a summoning circle.
Good deal. Okay. So, first things first then. Let me go ahead and get... Give me a second. Oh, that's for that one. Grid off. Map tags off. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys like an HD handout rendering of Tidewater Rock here. 1 second. And I'm going to put it into here. Okay. Let me go ahead and...
take a look. Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Yeah, something like that.
And what about that dark place? That also is our
That's
kingdom.
beyond our borders. We must never go there.
As in, that's also our kingdom, but it's nighttime.
It's also our kingdom. It's just a little strange night over there.
Yeah.
Time zones, whatever.
It's the whale graveyard.
Simba.
Simba.
Alright.
Wait, so Saphyrus is Simba?
Something like that.
Well, I hope he's not Mufasa. We don't need him
there's-
falling off a cliff yet.
It's Cubados, the one who pushes him off the cliff.
Long live
Oh,
the
no.
king.
Oh no!
And then when Saphyrus dies, Cubados is like, ha 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 ha! Oh shit!
It just disappears.
I didn't think this through.
All right.
I could hear fucking Saphyrus doing the Mufasa scream.
God. Ah! All right. I'm pretty sure that should be everything here. Just making sure. Let's do that. And okay. So we'll go ahead and save there, and I believe this should have everything to show you guys. There we are. So, Tidewater Rock. You have the map.
Ah.
You have... It is 5 floors in total. And you'll recognize
Seems
a number of them.
Smaller than I remember.
The square... I extended the squares out.
Okay,
Because
fair enough.
I don't believe in 1 square equals 5 feet when it comes to these maps.
I agree. I don't believe
Yeah.
you. I don't believe it either.
Yeah. Because it's supposed to be a big fucking tower. It's supposed to
Not
be.
some literally barely a dinky little hut.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So with this,
How do you fit
1
20
square.
people in here?
Exactly. So for this, 1 square equals 10 feet, which is much more of a.
That feels better. Yeah.
Yeah, that feels much better. Anyway, so you've got the map there.
Is there a second page to this?
First, second, third, fourth, and top floor by the looks of it.
Yep.
This is the tower itself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I see. All right.
Yeah, just the tower itself. So
Yeah,
Got
this
it.
is just the tower.
we have
The
the first
armaments.
floor, which go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then the armaments down here on the beach are basically 3 small ballista, and then a guard barracks, basically up on the top there.
We could probably assume stuff like that extends a decent way around the island, kind of deal,
Well,
or just this approach.
no, just this approach, because this is the only
Beachhead that leads up
beachhead.
to the
Yeah.
Tidewater. Right, gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay. The rest of it's sheer cliff.
Mm-hmm. The rest of it is either sheer cliff or otherwise impassable for one reason or another.
Invisible wall.
Mm.
Invisible wall. So we have
Starfield
first
invisible
floor.
wall.
Oh dear.
Starfield rules.
So it seems the first floor was essentially the entrance hall and also storage. Second floor, well, staircases and such that lead around, and just various rooms. A couple of ones for a couple of people to stay in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got.
Third floor's got the kitchen and the.
Oh, you got a
I
little
know
workshop.
I know there's a word for it. Fucking. The pantry. I'm so
Yeah.
stupid. The pantry.
The galley.
The galley. There you go, for a ship.
Mhm.
And yeah, what looks like it could. Let me see. What says B5? Yeah, workshop. It would be for a blacksmith by the looks
Mhm.
of it.
Mm-hmm.
A blacksmith station.
Yep.
We've got a bunk room.
A privy.
Yeah.
This is B7, so I can see what a privy is. Is that the tiny little area right there?
It's a privy with plumbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, so you just shit out in the open there?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That's usually how it was done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody just walking by. Hey, how's it going, Bob? Oh, hold up. All right, we're good.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. It's the most convenient
I'm just
location. It is along the stairwell. You know, you do what you got to do.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. You just do what you got to do.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Very fancy that it has plumbing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Seems we don't get our own rooms. There's just bunk rooms.
Yeah.
Well, for
Except
now,
for
it's small.
Whoever wants the big fancy room, I assume that's Saphyrus.
Saphyrus and his others.
Mm.
So y'all have a good time. We'll work something out. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We still have ships. Everybody still stay. You know, most of our crew probably still stay on their ship, to be honest. Or they pitch a tent.
Absolutely.
If they want, they can pitch a tent.
Hear me out, though. When you're fucking the captains, you always get access to the best rooms. Maybe you should join me.
And like even on these
I see the point you're making, and I will leave it in consideration.
And hell, you can even stay in some of these little towers on the beach too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
I'm waiting for my invitation to develop RP wise. Let me get back to you on that one.
Oh, yeah, same. Frieda's
Currently in processing.
The whole officer crew just all sleep in the same room.
Yes.
back in retainers' quarters.
Yes.
Jesus.
Jesus.
You know, guys, one of these nights we're gonna have to actually sleep. I need to reset my spells. Oh god.
I did.
Yoink.
This wasn't light. This wasn't considered light activity for 8 hours.
We are gonna need a fucking set of earplugs.
So I will say, does say that the retainers' quarters does appear to be for that old couple. I'm comfy enough with that being the same thing.
Mm.
Let them continue to live their lives as they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the master apartment, that can be for Saphyrus and the various members of the officers that would normally be sharing his chambers.
What? But then where's Lady Agatha gonna sleep?
I don't know. That's up to her.
Look, there's a very comfortable, like, patch of sand.
There's the barracks down by the thing. I'm sure there's room in there.
I mean, I suppose, you know.
Until we build new things, right? She could be
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah,
first to go, I
exactly.
want this spot. We give her the ability to go this spot, and we build her a house that she wants. There you go.
Exactly.
See?
There you go.
Yeah.
And have her own little micro cottage, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her.
Yeah,
All right.
we can build whatever we need to.
Exactly. Exactly.
These first few people who have chosen to be part of us, you know, alongside our crew, are some of the first to get their perfect prime picks.
There you go. There you go.
Alliteration, hello.
You're welcome.
That was nice.
Good deal.
He's very
Good deal.
astutely to the perfect prime picks. Like, ooh,
Mhm.
that was
There you go.
pleasing to the ears.
Yes,
Indeed.
thank you. I aim
Right.
to please.
I will also say, and this is an offer that I extend to you, Wuten, as much as anyone else. If we want to do like any interior remodeling down the line, obviously I have access to extensive mapping tools that I am happy to lend in service of this.
It is, in fact, one of the
customers'
reasons.
bedrooms.
It is, in fact, one of the reasons why I offered to make the entire map available to you. I can grab a version that doesn't have grid or labels as well. This one was just for your sake of knowing where things were.
Right.
Yeah.
But
And
I can
over time, we can retrofit, and you can add to the map. So that's cool.
exactly.
If that's what you guys want. Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So I will get that put together for you later on down the line.
Yeah. In the
Sounds
meantime,
good. In the
I think
meantime.
it is thematic that Frieda would choose the very top of the tower for the ritual to take place because a spirit animal of the stars should be close to the stars. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The highest point on the island.
Highest point on the
Exactly.
island.
Exactly.
Makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, did you still want to do an RP on that, Delilah, before she does that?
Yes, I would probably look for you when you're like, when we're like more settled.
Okay, sure.
Mhm.
Is there anything that needs to happen before that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it's just having the material cost for it, and then
Yeah. Okay.
go up there at like the stroke of midnight or something. I don't.
Wouldn't it be
I don't
so
know.
crazy if the moment that she does that is when the second moon appears in the sky?
I actually had that thought, and it would
Oh
be
my God,
so
please?
scary. Because it'd be like, whoa, holy shit,
did I
Frieda, you're
do?"
so powerful! How did you do that? I didn't. Oh shit!
I kind of want that to be the case, though, now that you've said it.
Yeah. I kind of
Please,
really
Yeah.
want that
please,
to
for the
happen.
love of the gods, Wooten,
Please.
can we?
You son
Can
of
we?
a you fucking son of a bitch.
He
Why
was
did you
doing it.
why did you say something? Jesus. Why the fuck did you say
Please?
something? All right.
He was gonna do it
Pretty
anyway.
please?
I was
Please.
I was
Oh, you were gonna do it
I
anyway.
was gonna do it. It was gonna be so good. It was gonna be so good.
Sorry, that's my
Anyway,
fault.
anyway,
Is this
the idea was so
Anyway,
good. We all
anyway,
had it.
anyway.
Yeah, we all
The
just had it.
the idea was so good. We all had it. Frieda, do you have the material cost for your burb?
Well, I do, but I suppose this is where I come to the decision on what I want to do with Agatha.
Ship
It's been
funds are
24
open to you, by the way.
Yeah.
I did post that for a reason.
Yes, thank you.
I would have chipped in as well.
Of course.
I can chip in as well. You did
Anyone
make my
who-
sword stronger.
Anyone who wants to chip in is, of course,
We can work
welcome.
that out.
Would
As
you
for
like
Agatha-
to role play this, Frieda?
Yes, I would.
All right. So,
All right.
she is free. She is actively walking around, directing her folks, doing her thing, and you approach her.
Okay.
I assume with the dead bird, or no?
With nah,
Have
she'll
him in a
have
sack.
All right.
She'll have the dead bird up by where she's like put the ritual, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Delilah can be preparing the location and whatnot in the meantime. So.
Yeah. Well, I think Delilah also wanted to have a little conversation with me about that.
Yeah, because I don't know about the ritual. I was thinking about a funeral
Yeah.
Okay.
because Linnaeus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't worry. I get you. We
Yeah.
can do that as well. But yeah, I will approach Agatha at some point with Hana and Saphyrus if you want to be there as well.
I'll
Okay.
support you.
Support me.
Yeah. I don't know if
She will
Nagaina
just-
would be there as well, just because she had the bird, die on top of her head. But
That's true.
If
I'm
you
going
want
to
to
be
be
there
here, you
because
she'll be
Support
standing
fine.
near Delilah, looking threatening.
Support him just like they did in Lancer.
I will be supplying you your chicken sandwich
Thank you.
and the money and moral support.
Chaotic is reminding me about that dumbass meme I made last night.
God.
Oh no.
I died laughing.
It requires a lot of explanation, but
Oh, no.
yeah,
Later then.
Later.
later then.
Yeah.
It's-
So she mainly wants the captains to be there because she wants them to know she's not overstepping her bounds in any way, and she has your support here.
Agatha, do you remember me?
You showed up briefly in the brawl, did you not?
Yes. Well, this body did. But you also happened to shove a sword through my chest. And that of my companions.
Ah. The Raven, then.
Yes. The Raven.
My condolences for that. Given everything that has transpired here, I hope that we are on better terms then.
We are now. However, I am not from here. I do not think it is hard to tell that I come from a distant place. Your ways, your traditions, they are strange to me. They are different from mine. However, even in this new place, I try my best to live up to the ways my mother and my father taught me. It is important to remember where you are from, no?
Hmm. Your words ring true, yeah.
And that is why I cannot idly forgive the fact that you slighted the spirits by killing a spirit animal. It is not something that is easily forgiven. And were you in my home, it would not only be forgiven, but much would be done to you in payment. However,
Her eyes, like, at that point seem to, like, go very dark and then turn back to normal.
Back to normal, right?
Yeah. It's almost as if the stars that you can see in her eyes as part of her shaman spirit effect just seem to grow a little bit darker.
Darker. And then back to normal.
And then back to normal.
Mommy. Nothing.
we are not in my home. And it is by the kindness of Hana and Captain Stormtamer that she and he has convinced me otherwise. You see, I wanted your hand, you know, blood for blood. However, they have asked me to reconsider, and I would consider your blood debt paid if only you contributed towards the material funds to resummon him. Do
I
this
see.
for me, and I shall forgive all and hold no grudge against you.
I see.
Despite whatever torments my people would have done to you.
So, upon this information, give me a second. I need to make sure I have what she still has here. Because, from my understanding, you only took her weapons. Correct?
Whatever was in the tower and disarmed her, we didn't take her
Right,
clothes off or
right.
anything.
Well,
Yeah,
that and
yeah.
her pride, but you know.
Right,
Yeah.
but, you know.
Details.
So, I'm familiar with the ways that spellcasters use material components that would be equal in value to whatever it is that they are trying to procure. And with that, she will reach into her the collar of her her top, pull out this this necklace that has an anchor on it. She will lift it above her head. This was given to me as a gift by my late husband. I know not what the value is for it. But I can tell, as she sort of curls it into her palm and holds it out to you to inspect. I only hope that it is enough. We have both lost something in our lives. And this is my trinket to you, to bring yours back.
Mind if I roll
Go
an
ahead and appraise.
check?
Go ahead. Yep, I would be disappointed if you didn't.
32.
1,000 gold pieces shaved off of your material cost.
That's an
Holy.
expensive necklace.
Right.
That is an expensive necklace.
It's not even magical? Bruh.
Damn.
Craftsmanship, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's made of fucking stardust.
Maybe.
Oh,
Would you
maybe
like
it
to...
is.
So are you and your bird.
Oh,
Oh,
you! Shut up! I'm negotiating. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Shut your fucking mouth, Saphyrus.
So, I will say, Frieda, with,
Yeah.
with that 32, you will note that...
Moogly, bitch!
My God. You will note that the majority of that value comes from the amethyst jewel that is in the cross section of the anchor, right in the middle of it. The majority of the majority of the value comes from that jewel specifically.
How much majority?
We're talking 80% roughly.
Frieda will take the necklace in her hands and inspect it.
This will suffice. What also assists in your blood debt is that this is of great value to you. Please, consider your blood debt paid. And I will no longer hold any grudge or feelings of retribution towards you.
And she will give a nod. Certainly good to be in the good graces of the ship's spellcaster, as she will give a small smile and then nod towards Saphyrus.
You know what they say. You should never upset a shaman. Sadly, Captain Harrigan was not smart enough to realize this.
Then I expect that you would... How am I going to word this? 1 second. Carefully, yes. Then I would expect you have something special in mind for him.
Of course.
If there is any way that I can assist in that. Barnabas Harrigan is no friend of mine.
Yeah.
I assure you, if there is an evil, if there is a hardship, if there is a pain in this mortal world that I can inflict upon him, I will.
And with that, she takes her leave.
Hot.
Yes, Mom.
Frieda.
I mean, here's your chicken sandwich.
This tastes familiar.
I did not
Like-
use your bird corpse, I swear.
like a familiar, in fact.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that. I would never. That's so mean. Unless, like, that's a part of your culture to, like, not let the spirit's vessel go to waste and reuse it as.
Oh my god.
Then I'll do it as a request to you.
No,
all I'm
it's all right.
saying
Well,
is when animals
he's a-
eat other animals, it's fine.
If he's a spirit animal, doesn't he just, like, disappear into nothingness when he dies?
Actually, you might be right there. Yeah.
But it's fun to have a corpse.
Well, here's the thing. What if she summoned his spirit into, just a vessel that happened to be a raven?
Hmm. But then you need to get a raven.
Okay, redacted.
Oh, we sacrificing mine now?
Redacted, get over here.
No, we
Redacted.
just need to borrow one of your arrows and, oh look, there's a crow.
Okay, can I at least shoot the crow myself?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
A
is
raven, if you please. Just
Fa-tunk.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, look, a turkey.
Jesus.
Look at all those chickens.
Look at
in
all
this-
those chickens.
On this specific island, in this specific latitude, localized
It's
entirely.
within this. We're localized entirely on this beach.
Yes.
May I shoot it?
No.
Yes.
Too late.
Yes. All
Better
right.
to ask forgiveness and permission.
whip.
So, with that, Frieda, do you have everything ready?
Yes.
All right.
But
So-
before that, Delilah, did you want to say anything?
Yes, well, you're probably doing your arrangements. I'm gonna try to look
She's-
for you a moment you're alone.
Yeah, she's
That's ominous.
at the top of the tower, probably drawing some summoning circles, laying out some bird feathers, and all manner of other strange ingredients she has placed in some circle.
Nice.
Hi, Frieda, you have a moment?
Oh, yes?
I'm very sorry to hear about your little friend back there, and I know you might be grieving at this time, but I just wanted to offer my services for you and for him for facilitating its trip to the ever after, if you believe in that.
You mean the heavens?
If that's where you're familiar with go, yes.
I see, like... Oh, you mean like his soul passing on?
Right. If you have noticed, I'm a servant of the god of death, and it would only be I would be remiss if not offer my support for you in this difficult time.
She takes that in and seems to consider your words for a moment, thinking of how best to put this.
That is very kind of you. But I'm afraid I cannot accept your offer because Wuten is not dead. Or at least he was never alive to begin with. No, that is probably not it. He is a
Algebra
special
mean.
creature.
You mean like an undead?
Oh no! He is far more pure a creature than some simple undead aberration. You know, he is a spirit animal. He is born from the very spirits that command the stars, that make the constellations, that very weave the skies. That is what he is. He is a servant sent down from their skies to assist me.
Oh, poor honey, she's in denial.
Oh God.
I saw that.
Oh, I
Sorry.
see. So, like a familiar of sorts.
Yes, like a familiar, except he is partially of this world and partially of the spirit world. When he was killed by a mortal weapon, he was simply transferred back to the spirit world. I do not know what condition he might be in there, but we simply need to pull him back, no? If-
Go ahead, sir.
If you don't mind, though, I would appreciate some help from another one of the... how do I put it? More divine magics. I am also requesting the help of Saphyrus, who knows much about spirits and summoning, but it would not go
What's the word?
I would be remiss to be.
It would not go
Amiss?
amiss to have someone who also knows the ways of the divine.
Oh, of
Thank you.
course.
I did
I
not have
actually
the word there.
I actually have a familiar of my own. So, if you need any help with our ritual,
She has a familiar? Did I know about this?
you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
All of us are like, you're one.
You're right.
I'm gonna someone
Oh.
question someone summon nature's ally. Is it instantaneous or does it take time?
Summon Nature's Ally is, I believe, a full action cast. Give me just a second.
And
It
then
is.
you.
Yeah,
you're
it's
like,
one
"No, I
round
didn't."
cast. Yeah.
Okay,
6
so I'm just
seconds.
gonna
6 seconds.
just to show, gonna do that. And I'm gonna summon in this room a dolphin.
Oh my god, get it some water.
Oh my
Panicking,
Get him some milk.
panicking Saphyrus noises.
Panicking dolphin noises.
Yeah.
He probably sounds like that.
I pour a bucket of water on it. It's okay.
Form of a bucket of water.
Beware my power?
Beware my power?
This
subtle
is
reference there.
I like to call him Lawrence. But I think it's time for him to swim on the astral plane again, and I'm gonna dismiss him.
Oh!
You
Oh
fucking
my.
bitch!
Oh my god.
God, Steve, she did it again.
I
Well, at least it wasn't multiple times. No, shut up, Dave. It wasn't even. You were summoned in water like 8 times. This was just on land. I couldn't fucking breathe, man.
Except it's a dolphin, so technically it does breathe.
It's just not very happy to be here.
They're not
Yeah.
breathe air.
Yeah,
It's
probably
just
being crushed
unhappy
under its
because it
own
can't
weight. you know?
move. Yeah.
Just flopping around.
Okay, so
Ryuuko relatable content.
Mhm.
so Frieda hasn't seen a dolphin before, so that's equally amazing. You know, there aren't dolphins in cold water climates, right?
I mean, there are what you call
There
belugas,
can.
which are
Oh,
close.
yeah.
The ones with the really big fat heads?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, she's
Yeah.
seen
It was just a
beluga.
beluga
Because
with
I
a
know I
slim.
saw dolphins
snap.
when I went on my Alaskan cruise. So
Mm.
Oh, okay.
It's just a
And that was
question of
in
how much time she
September.
spent around the water. So
Well, I mean, she sailed here
Yeah, fair enough.
from miles and miles and miles away.
It's
probably
for,
knows what a dolphin is then.
probably for her. It's like a thin gray whale.
Yeah, it's a gray malnourished whale.
oh, rest in peace.
Must
I'll
have
get it a
been
chicken
a-
sandwich.
I am amazed. I didn't even know you had another summoned creature on our ship.
Well, the moment has not come for him naturally to be of service, but yep, he's been attached to me ever since I was little.
Huh. That is most impressive. He does look lovely. One day, perhaps when I am going for a walk along the water, you can introduce him to me.
Oh, for sure. Sure, him, Wuten, and Cubatus would have a lovely afternoon of play. Maybe.
I'm sure.
But
And
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
if I may, one day I would like to ask you more about your god of death.
Her eyes.
Scary arc.
Sparkle.
incoming.
Yes.
I didn't know that such a... how do I put it? A civil place as this would worship such a god of something so dark and cold.
Death is not only dark, it's gentle embrace, you know? And we all need to be prepared to embrace the Hog of Linnaeus at some point.
Hmm.
My duty is just to make sure that trip is as pleasant as possible.
Yes, indeed. Once, I think I would like to ask you about that. But for now, I would like your help on this rune circle, please.
Oh, sure. And yep,
The-
I'm gonna help her tell her ritual.
One of the other reasons for this is, I might as well say this, I've been working a little bit on something for the North, like a sort of Valhalla equivalent for them. So it would be interesting, once I get that worked out, how Linnaeus kind of responds to that.
I imagine Linnaeus would function in... he'd be closest in her mind to the god like Hela, or the god Hel.
Yeah,
Or
there's maybe a hell-
maybe like Freya, wouldn't it?
No,
He's essentially a god of repose, so it's kind of he's
He's
not
kinda like
the
the
ruler of hell. He's the
Yeah.
ferryman.
no. When I'm
Yeah.
saying Hel, I mean Hel with one L, like
Yes,
the
I know.
god
Yeah.
Hel. Yeah.
But hell rules over their version of essentially hell. I
No,
forget
she-
what the
No.
word is.
She rules over basically all of the dead who are not chosen by the
To go to Valhalla.
Aesir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are not chosen by any of the other gods. Like, she is basically... everyone who dies a normal death goes to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Except Baldur.
What's the fucking word? I'm looking for?
God.
Except all the fucking...
All right.
It's
Actually,
closer. It's
more like-
it's closer to purgatory than the Christian.
I would say
Yeah,
Asphodelos. I would say, like, Hades ruling over Asphodelos, actually.
Yeah.
That works too.
Like
yeah, essentially.
limbo.
Limbo, yeah, the place
Mhm.
where you just kind of wait.
It's
Yeah.
just...
It's not
it's
burning and torture. It's just you're just
it's not
sitting
eternal
there.
joy, it's not eternal torture, it's just peace.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of sit there.
You just
So.
you just vibe for
Yeah.
however
Just vibe.
long.
Just vibing.
I think
All
I
right.
always equated Linnaeus to the ferryman, essentially, too.
Yeah.
Though, so.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's kind
Or at
of
least his
more-
servants are the ferrymen.
Yeah, his
so.
servants are
Yeah.
the ferrymen, and then he himself is like the guardian of those who
That's-
pass.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
that part
Like,
is just
he's
like
sort of
moving.
both at
Mhm.
the same time, as tends to be.
The way that I've
Working
seen him,
alongside Aeon as the guardian of passageways. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's
between
like
the two of them.
if you're familiar with the Pathfinder, the actual like Galarian pantheon, he's pretty similar to Pharasma in that she is the one that sort of
The
makes
flow
sure,
of souls to
yeah, the
Pharasma's
flow of
tower,
soul-
where she
yeah.
then
where she then
Yeah,
directs them
or-
to wherever their soul deserves to go, basically, depending
Or
on
the rate.
the ultimate. Although Linnaeus isn't as much a judge,
not
I
really
don't
a
think.
judge as much as
Pharasma's
he-
a judge, but
Right.
that's the close comparison.
Yeah, it's
So.
a close comparison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Well,
shall we slide on over to Tidewater Rock real quick here?
This is what happens when you
Sure.
have mythology nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
It's
that.
a-
Look at that
it's a-
crispy resolution on that map now that it's not now that it's no longer under dynamic lighting. Look at
It's
that crispy JPEG resolution from 2014.
We
All
can
right.
may not
AI,
be-
We're gonna AI upscale it to 4K.
I
it's
could, but anyway.
Hey, it's our.
Yeah, I put my view of it on
Yeah,
the chat.
it's our crispy JPEG. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you are down here at the bottom right. You are on top of the roof. The roof raises about 5 to 7 feet up from the ramparts here. But yeah, so this is technically the highest point here. And so you and Delilah have prepared the circle and ritual, and
And Saphyrus as well.
with
I
the
think you wanted to join in.
guidance of Saphyrus as well.
Yeah.
And everyone's gathered around to sort of welcome back the fortunate bird here.
Where did we need to pull all of the money from?
Right. So we got 1,000 covered by Agatha.
So that's 2,500 left, or am I? bad at
Yes.
Yep,
25.
math? Oh, good at math.
Yeah.
500 for every level, so level 7. Yeah.
I'm gonna chip in 500.
I can chip in
Thank you.
500.
I don't
Okay.
have 500. That's why I'm like, I have no money. Where's all my
It's
money?
Well,
okay.
money you have is
You
coming
don't-
back to me.
Oh, right.
It's-
Okay.
It's all right. Hannah will.
I did pay for. I paid for a lot of things. you're
Well,
right,
then your
so-
terrible friend Aesop.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's
So
fine.
that'd be 150.
I didn't
so
say
another
that.
1K, right?
Does anybody else want to chip in personal funds, or would we like the remaining 1,500
I
to
think
come
that-
out of ship?
I've done 500.
Well, that was 3 people who said 500, so we should have another 1K.
That's correct.
Yep, 1K. So.
All right.
Yeah.
1K ship fund.
Okay.
All
I will have
right.
you
Thank you.
disperse from ship funds.
Frieda will thank you all very, very personally.
Good deal.
I give you a kiss on the forehead.
Ah.
And a little head pat.
She will return it by giving you a head pat.
Can you reach?
Can you reach?
How tall are you?
Yes.
Yes.
Pat her on the tummy.
The better question is, how tall is she on land?
She's
Like-
still tall. She's as tall as Ulki.
Like 6'7".
yeah.
Reach, reach,
I'm 5'6".
Jump.
reach. Make me Frieda. Go ahead, and make me a dexterity check.
Okay.
Just a dexterity check.
$11.
It's just barely. But you do give head pat. A singular head pat. It's like one of those ones where she's like straining for a little bit, and then she just like jumps and just goes like
No. She's straining. She's like trying, and I pick her up a bit.
Wait, I forgot. I can float 6 inches off the ground. So she just like
Late.
raises
Oh,
up a
You got
little bit.
upsies.
Oh.
You got uppies.
That's cute.
Oh, okay.
All right. So,
Yeah.
so you
okay,
have
so
the requisite ship funds and everything like that.
She has the materials, she has the bird. She is saying the old words as her mother taught
All
her.
right.
And I imagine she's also doing some various form of blood link as well. So she's
Yeah.
like, she pulls out her kukri and she does the thing
Cuts
where
a finger.
she slices the palm of her hand open and like lets it
like-
fall out onto the
yeah.
ground.
Yeah. And then
I suppose when you're like doing blood magic and you can also heal yourself, it really doesn't matter how hard you cut.
don't remind me. Anyway. Story for another day. Anyway. Story for another day.
Okay.
So, with that, you have performed the ritual. You have the requisite material costs. And with
Doing
that...
some real Full Metal Alchemist stuff.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist shit.
A little eye opens up in the middle of the summoning circle.
Mhm.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh. Little eye just opens up as a form of a raven just bulges outward from the circle and coalesces. It's as if like stardust and space and void just all sort of coalesces into a singular point before it bursts forth, spreading its wings and lets out a scraw. And at that exact same time, something cracooms, clearing the sky briefly.
Huh?
As another fucking moon shows up.
Wait, what?
Oh shit!
Moon and
How did
Just-
you do that?
as Woden's wings spread forth, the clouds clear, the starry night is abruptly shimmered as a fucking moon shows up above you, basically.
Good
The game
God, Frieda!
It bites Saphyrus' fat ass. What the fuck?
What?
Loaded.
What is the 9 hells?
What the fuck is that?
What did
Woden,
you just go? Wait, what did you just call my ass?
What?
Frieda, is that... The fuck did you just summon? Is that an entire fucking moon?
Whoa,
Woden-
Frida's
Did you
fucking
do that?
stunned.
Woden turns, looks at you. Moon and star. The fuck?
Well, at least we know Woden's back. And he's unharmed and he's completely normal.
completely normal.
Can we do any check on the second fucking moon that just appeared? in the
Go
sky?
right ahead.
Yeah, Frieda,
What?
basically
Okay.
what Frieda... Like, when you ask for what Frieda did, she just, like, turns to you with a look of complete shock and says,
I didn't.
What
Is it?
in
Is
the
it?
fuck is that?
Is it?
yeah, that's gonna be a
uh,
check.
Is it
Yeah, what
planes
can
or
we roll?
Arcana?
Yeah, what kind
Go,
of rules can we make?
knowledge, let's say planes.
Woo!
Planes or
Oh my God.
Arcana, I'll
My
allow
time
for.
has come.
Make that what the fuck check.
Yep, I'm stumped.
Every single one of you are stumped, in fact. The fuck?
Everyone's just like, yeah.
Frieda, the fuck?
Alright.
Moons
hold
and
on.
star.
Moon is
Can-
the...
Sorry, can we retroactively say I prepared a divination spell?
No. Because because until you resurrect your spirit animal, you cannot prepare your
yeah,
spells.
you're right! Shit!
Oh,
Yeah. So you can ask it later, but for right now,
I'll ask it later.
there's a new fucking moon. In
I
the
just-
sky.
I fucking, like, grab Woden, I, like, hold him, like, close and, like, give him a hug, and then just say,
We have work to do.
Yes?
Wait.
Yes?
wait.
Maybe?
Question.
Yes. Question. Yes.
Isn't Linnaeus also like an aspect of the moon, or does
Yes.
Yes,
just
he
is.
Yes.
This is
Yes,
more that,
he
like,
is.
Linnaeus is yes, but he's aspected to. Never mind. Continue.
But
I believe the idea is that he lives on the dark side of the moon, so seeing a second fucking moon, the two Linnaeus followers are like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he lives on the dark side of the moon.
Which moon?
Which moon? Exactly.
Yeah, that's when now.
What?
This was not in the Bible. This was not in the Bible.
This was not in the book. What?
And then,
is
and now,
this?
What in the name of Bismarck's salty cunt is up that?
and in the
Oh my god!
And in the far
What?
distance, in the far, far distant scream, you hear the faint voice of Valen going, "The fuck!"
Got a light going up to the sky.
Yeah, like. Yeah.
In that case, you hear Frieda just saying to Wuten,
Quick, I need all the incense you can find. As soon as possible.
There is work to be done. Next time on Pirates of the Red Isles.
I just have this comic image of the ritual working, then just like the moon appears.
Yes.
Everyone just screams.
Whereas I've got this, beautiful cinematic image of the moon in the sky and all of us silhouetted in front of it as we all stare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a beautiful sight!
Guti, remind me, what does the moon look like in the sky when it's revealed? Is it red, purple, white?
It's sane.
Purplish. Let me find the image I have of it.
I
Yeah.
believe
I know
that
you showed it to me, but I've forgotten.
the original moon looks like our moon, but instead of a man in the moon, it's a rabbit in the moon, right?
Mm.
And
Well, I
now we have
mean-
the purple moon, right?
It would be the same as our moon then, because we do have a bunny in our moon as well. That's what
Do we?
most of Asia's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you pay
Oh.
attention to Eastern philosophy, then the man in the moon is actually a bunny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because the
It's a
spot where
bunny
the eyes
making
are
mochi.
is the rabbit ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll-
Here, let me show you.
All I'm gonna say is that makes a lot of things make more sense in context now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bunny making mochi.
Yeah, that's a pretty good image. That
That's pretty
Signature
good.
showed.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. I kind of like it a little bit better than the one that I posted. But let
I
me
see-
find mine anyway.
It's a fucking sky.
I see you've been
I know.
fucking Skyrim.
I know it is, but still.
God damn it.
But yeah, there you go, chaotic. That little outline, the yellow.
It
Like
is
a bunny.
it is so convenient. Well, not convenient, but it's like a funny coincidence that the two religious people in this fucking crew are moon related.
Mhm.
well, you're
And-
moon, I'm stars.
Yeah, and
Moon
they're
and
losing
star.
their collective mind.
They're
all
like, what the
all
fuck?
three of us have religions that are all part of the sky and the moon and the city.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
And we're all freaking out. It's all
About
hands
what
on
this
deck
is.
right now.
Yes,
way-
it is.
By the way, all lycanthropes in the world just like transformed out of nowhere.
No,
No.
that's not
No.
how it works.
Nah.
we have some things in mind we can talk about when we are
Yeah.
done with the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, I was gonna say that when I revealed the moon, that was me pretty much being like, "Well, everyone, we have things to talk about.
Yes.
So-
Yes, we do.
Come to me
Yeah.
if you have questions, and we'll figure it out." Smile.
Mhm.
Next time on
Next time on
Next time.
Pirates. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
thank you everyone for tuning in. We hope you all have enjoyed this very interesting ending to this session. We are going to be taking a brief hiatus from Pirates of the Red Isles. I have a lot of things to prepare in terms of the next story stuff going forward. I needed to get this last session in, though, because how they handled this session was going to determine a couple of things going forward. So
There it is.
I will be
Perfect.
going forward, working on that. I will be getting maps and stuff put together. And in the meantime, we have a couple of short one-shot campaigns that are going to be taking place from different locations and perspectives in this world. And so I believe one of them is almost ready here, is being run by Solar. He's going to be running a Maids one-shot. So that will be taking place sometime in the next couple of weekends. depending on when things end up finding time and place. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed. And we will see all of you in the very next exciting episode. Beginning of Arc 3 of Pirates of the Red Isles.
Yay.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.